Bring it a blazing.
Hey, good morning, John.
Hey, good morning, Marty.
Good
How
to
are you
see-
doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Discover UC. A beautiful fall day. I hope you weren't getting kind of bombarded by the leaves out there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The fond memories of spending time at the state capitol.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, I kind of grew up in Pittsburgh. It's kind of old steel legacy town, and kind of my time there saw steel transition from being this kind of very localized business to kind of a lot of exporting, and steel being kind of a global industry. So tell me about kind of Nucor's overall strategy and focus on kind of U.S. plant locations and domestic steel production.
Nucor is a United States company. We were born here. This is our primary market area. We do have a few sales offices around the world. And our first steel mill that we built was in 1969 at Nucor Steel Darlington. So we've got a little over 5 decades of experience with electric furnace steel making.
Now, how many different plant locations does Nucor have here in the U.S.?
We have over 300.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a heck of a network.
It is.
I'm sure there were many states that were vying for the opportunity to have you kind of locate there for a new plant. So what were some of the factors that went into the decision to decide to locate here in West Virginia?
It first started really just as a commercial assessment of where do we feel we have the most opportunity to leverage our technology and generate new business for Nucor, truly grow the company. And when we did that assessment, it was the Midwest and the Northeast. So we zeroed in on 3 states primarily. It's Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. And we began engaging and looking at sites. And we found that West Virginia, early on in this process, was extremely open for business. They were very responsive, very willing to interact with us. And as we started going through the site selections, we really wanted one that was on the water, because we're going to move a lot of material in and a lot of material out. And it became pretty apparent in that process that Apple Grove, while it didn't start at the very top of the list, it was moving its way up to the top of the list. So then once you've kind of gotten all of those quantitative factors worked through on this is a good site, then you get into the qualitative factors of it is what's the workforce like, what is the team going to be like once we get them built. And so we began spending time in the area of Apple Grove, just north of here. And it became apparent early on that Nucor could have not only a good business here, but a thriving business here.
So tell me a little bit more about what will make the Apple Grove plant kind of unique. I mean, with 300 plants across the country, what is it that'll be manufactured at the plant, and the customers that it'll serve? How does it really going to add value within this broad portfolio of operations within Nucor?
Well, the product that we're making is sheet steel. We realize that there's applications for steel that are above what is comfortable for the steelmaking assets that Nucor has. And what West Virginia will present is a solution that can capture virtually all of those applications. And those would be new markets and generate new value into Nucor that we're not participating in currently. And the largest market to be selling steel into, largest consumption market, would be the Midwest and the Northeast. And West Virginia is sitting, I think Governor Justice made a comment, we're 9 iron from 2/3 of the population of the United States. And that's essentially where this plant will be.
So the kind of the location, the access to water and transportation just kind of really makes this almost like a central node in the hub.
That's right.
Opportunity for many potential customers.
That's right.
That's terrific. Well, one of the things that you mentioned, John, was how important people are to your business, and I know you focus a lot of your time and energy on the people that become part of the Nucor family, and employees that'll help to run your plant and manage the operations and so forth. But I know Nucor also has a great reputation of kind of rolling up your sleeves and getting involved in the communities where you operate. So tell us a little bit about that part of the Nucor culture and some of the ideas that you have early on of Nucor being involved in the West Virginia community.
One of the things we did when we announced the facility is we made a donation to the local area food bank. Since that time, we will help Miss Teresa Wilson will help her unload a truck, or we'll distribute foods. That's a great example where it's not just us giving money to areas in need, but we'll also donate of our time and our labor to help as well.
So tell us a little bit about how we could be a strategic partner to help Nucor with its talent acquisition and development needs.
You know, it takes a lot of disciplines to effectively run a steel plant. It's everything from accounting and finance to HR to chemistry, biology, leadership development. It's all of those. And looking at the curriculum for UC is very strong in those curriculums. And so we're very excited about building a talent pipeline, coming and telling the Nucor story to create some excitement among your students as to opportunities very close to here at a steel plant that will be the most technologically advanced in the United States.
Well, I think those will be great opportunities for us to partner, and clearly you'll be bringing folks in who have the technical skills that you need, and one of the, I think, other opportunities for us will be is they prove themselves to kind of want to be committed to Nucor's success, helping them develop the leadership skills that they're able to kind of continue to move up and progress in their careers. So plenty of opportunities to collaborate together.
Absolutely.
So what's your anticipated timeline in terms of kind of getting all the kind of the permitting and all the things that are necessary to build such a kind of large plant here in West Virginia? When do you think you'll be up and running?
We're in the final stages of the permitting now, so we hope to be moving dirt by mid-February, end of February. The plant will start up in stages. The first operating unit will come up at the end of 2024, and then different parts of the plant will come up in the calendar year 2025.
Well, John, thanks so much for joining us for Discover UC, and couldn't be more excited to continue our conversations and partnering UC and Nucor together.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.